Hi students, how are you feeling? I'm really cold, but it's okay. Let's do it. So, today is our third class and it's the last one from the week. What we're going to do today? Check the exercise that I told you to do. It's like a homework. And we're going to finish page 21 until page 21. So we did pages 19, 20, and 21 for this week. Okay, let's do it. Here we have the homework that I asked you to do, and let's check. What is the answer that you've chosen for this question? The correct answer is there were. So, there were and there were. In 2010, there were lots of earthquakes worldwide. There were over 300,000 victims. So it's there were because we are talking about victims and earthquakes, both plural. The next one, volcano and no eruptions. So we have a singular. No, we have plural and plural because it's volcano activities and eruptions. So were there volcano activities in Brazil in the past years? No, there were no eruptions in Brazil. Plural, plural. Next. Here we are talking about a hurricane and also a hurricane. Both are singular, but the thing is that the first one is positive in a question and the second one is a negative. Was there a hurricane called Sandy in Rio de Janeiro that happened in 2012? No, there wasn't. Hurricane Sandy happened in New York City. Next one. Any floods? We're talking about floods and lots of landslides. Both plural. Were there? There were. Were there any floods in Minas Gerais in 2012? Yes, there were. There were lots of landslides too. And here we finish the correction of our homework. Nice. Now I want you to go to page 21, exercise 5. Look at the picture and talk about their differences with a classmate. Use the words in the box. So we have the words bandstand. We have the word buildings, cars, church, houses, parking lot, and theater. I want you to pay attention that the first picture on your left, it's about 60 years ago. So of course we're talking about the past. And the picture on your right is today. So it's present. You are going to pay attention what existed before and what exists now. And you have to use the words, 7 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and use the 7 words to describe the things that there was or there were. Okay, remember that we use there was for something in the past and singular, and we use there is for something also singular but in the present. And we use there were for plural in the past, and we use there are for plural in the present. So let's see. Keep looking at this picture. I'm going to the exercise. For an example, according to the picture, there was a theater. There wasn't a theater 60 years ago, but there's a theater today. What about houses? If you look at the picture and look the difference between 60 years ago and today, the answer will be there were houses 60 years ago There aren't houses today. Okay? What about a bandstand? There was a bandstand 60 years ago, and there isn't a bandstand today. And cars. There weren't cars 60 years ago, but there are cars today. A parking lot. There wasn't a parking lot 60 years ago. There is a parking lot today. What about high buildings? There weren't high buildings 60 years ago. There are high buildings today. So again, the first column, we're talking about the past, and the second column, we're talking about the present. Theater is singular, so we're going to use was or wasn't, and is or isn't. Houses, plural, we're going to use were, or if it's negative, weren't, and are or aren't. A bandstand is singular, so we're going to use was or wasn't if it's negative, and in the present, is or isn't. Cars, plural, were, weren't, are, aren't. Parking lot, also singular. We're going to use was and wasn't for past, and we're going to use is and isn't for present. High buildings, I'm talking about a lot of high buildings. Plural, we're going to use were or weren't, and are or aren't. And this is the last part of page 21. To finish the class, I want to make a game with you. I want to play a game with you that you have to use there is, there are for present, and there was and there were for past. There are two pictures, one for last night, from last night, and one that is happening right now. So, what sentences can you make about the police officer? About the past, we can say that there was a police officer pursuing a thief. We use there was because it's past and it's singular, just one police officer. And to talk about the present, we say that there is a police officer giving a ticket. What can you say about a man? About the past, we can say that there was a man walking his dog. And in the present, we can say there is a man sweeping the street. What can you say about the kids? Remember, you have to use plural now. So we say there were two children fighting. In the present, there are two children playing with a ball. These are sentences, positive sentences. Now let's make questions. Was there a police officer giving a ticket last night? The answer is no. No, there wasn't. There was a police officer pursuing a thief. Another question is there a man walking his dog right now? No, there isn't. There's a man sweeping the street. The last one. Were there two children playing with a ball last night? No, there weren't. There were two children fighting. Okay, this is a game for you to practice. Watch again, then you can practice to use there was, there were, there is, and there are. Okay? So bye bye. Have a great weekend. See you next week.